Let's step back into a world where gangster meant sharp suits, whispered deals, and bullets with no names. A world where George Raft didn't just play wise guys, he was one. More than a Hollywood tough guy, Raft was a former underworld foot soldier who took a detour onto the silver screen. And while the flickering lights of Hollywood burnished his legend, his past followed him like a shadow in a dimly lit alley. Before he became the coin-flipping, cold-eyed Gino Ronaldo in Scarface, 1932, Raft was a Hell's Kitchen street kid, the son of German immigrants who had to fight for every inch. He could throw a punch, but his real talent was in his feet. He made a name as a dancer in speakeasies and nightclubs, catering to New York's underworld elite. His biggest patron? Oni Madden, the notorious Irish mobster behind the legendary Cotton Club. Raft didn't just rub elbows with criminals, he drove them. Before ever stepping in front of a camera, he was Madden's personal chauffeur. When Raft landed in Hollywood, he wasn't playing a gangster, he was being himself. Howard Hawks saw it immediately, casting him in Scarface as Tony Camonte's loyal yet lethal right-hand man, a role inspired by Al Capone's bodyguard, Frank Rio. His breakout performance made audiences take notice. That coin trick? Not in the script, just something Raft picked up from Hell's Kitchen wise guys who kept their hands free in case trouble started. The authenticity was impossible to fake. His mob ties didn't end with Madden. Raft was tight with Bugsy Siegel and Meyer Lansky, key architects of organized crime in America. He even brokered peace between feuding gangsters, leveraging his Hollywood clout. His connections worked both ways. He reportedly saved James Cagney's life when the Yankee Doodle Dandy star crossed the wrong people. Same with Gary Cooper, whose romantic entanglements put him on a mobster's bad side. Raft didn't just play gangsters with a code, he lived by one. Despite his fame, Raft never fully escaped his underworld ties. They cost him movie roles, and later, much more. In the 60s, he was denied entry into the UK due to his associations with known criminals, a phrase the FBI might as well have stamped on his passport. His final years were quiet, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood long gone. But the myth of George Raft remains, a man who blurred the line between Hollywood fantasy and street-level reality. Wise guys, lend me your ears. I'm now an Audible associate, which means you get a special deal. Sign up with my link and get a free Audible trial, a whole month to binge your favorite books. Think Donnie Brasco, The Godfather, Wise Guy, Casino. All the classics to get you feeling like Tony before a sit-down. And hey, if it's not for you, forget about it. Cancel anytime, no strings attached. Don't miss this chance to turn your downtime into a story straight out of The Sopranos.